core vision is onshoring. Right? Critical minerals are essential to the modern economy. They're essential to national security. They're essential to electrification of transport and grid storage. And so for us, it really is about being part of that solution.
Electra's building the only cobalt sulfate refinery on the continent, and one of only two really that are located outside of Chinese control today. And so our position as that opportunity to supply materials that are currently entirely dominated by really mostly one supplier, it's an incredibly important opportunity.
So our vision is to be first. We're starting with cobalt. We don't intend to stop there. But by doing that, we respond to an imminent need in Western society. The journey of Electra back in 2017, we started as a company called First Cobalt. And first thing I did was to go to the DRC, where most of the world's cobalt is produced. Realized pretty quickly that wasn't for us. And so we started looking in our own backyard.
When we first got started and acquired the refinery back in 2018, it was really about the potential, about what it could be and what the opportunity for creating a North American option was.
The refinery is unique because there's a lot of metallurgical test work that was required to design this process. It is a combination of multiple different technologies, including leaching, neutralization, solvent extraction, and crystallization.
Solvent extraction plays a critical role in removing the impurities, and that's where we keep all of our bells and whistles to ensure the process is advancing smoothly to the next step. And then also the materials of construction that we have used in our plant, they resist to corrosion. They do not bring additional impurities into the process. So by taking all these steps, we would be producing a battery-grade cobalt sulfate for our clients.
So the lab here is a key component to ensuring that the materials that we're producing meet high quality standards. What we do here is we perform a lot of physical and chemical analysis at various stages of our process. By doing that, we're ensuring that we're hitting specific targets and KPIs, which will ensure that our final product is of the highest purity that we can provide. When you don't have high purity materials and there's a lot of impurities, you can affect the efficacy, the longevity, and the safety of the batteries that are being produced.
Environmental responsibility is built into the refinery's daily operations through, I would say, preventative mitigation. So we've put tools in place that will set triggers in advance of an actual deviation in terms of a limited or environmental parameter. And so in that case, we'll be able to adjust our operations in advance of actually having an environmental event.
A typical day on site right now during construction, it's pretty busy. Walking around right now, there's contractors all over the place. When we first started this project back in 2021, we were using local engineering groups, local contractors, setting ourselves up for success right now and making sure that the civil work and the groundwork is all in place. It's going to help us greatly in the future.
Well, a successful completion of this refinery will allow us to meet the market demand for cobalt sulfate, battery-grade cobalt sulfate.
It's nice to be able to build this facility in a small community as well, because I know that by doing that, we're contributing to the economy of the community as well.
You know, you got to take it one step at a time. And for us, that first step is taking the refinery that we have with its permits and $100 million of previous investments, putting that into production. And with that comes cash flow, it comes credibility, operational expertise. And with that, we can then do other things, recycling and nickel and mining. But doing one thing at a time and being measured in your approach and being very, very disciplined in your capital spend is what has allowed Electra and this team to thrive